हाँ तो हाय गाइस। हाँ तो हाय गाइस, फिर से आपका स्वागत है आपके भाई के इस चैनल पे जिसका नाम है मास्क गेमर ब्राउज़र। फिर से खेलने वाला है हॉगवर्ट्स लेगेसी। तो आज हम पूरा अपना फोकस रखेंगे मेन स्टोरी पे। कल हमने साइड क्वेस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा किए थे। मैंने पूरा एफ पे खेल के साइड क्वेस्ट कर ली, उससे मुझे बहुत सारी स्किल्स मिली। तो चलो पहले आज हम करेंगे ओनली ओनली मतलब मेन मिशन, साइड मिशन नहीं करेंगे। मेरा लेवल अभी 16, 16 है मेरा लेवल अभी। मेन क्वेस्ट मेरा कहाँ पे जाना है? टेलीपोर्ट कर लेता हूँ ना वहाँ पे, चल के कब जाऊँगा मैं? चल के तो कभी पहुँचूंगा। टेलीपोर्टर है गेम में। वो क्या कर रहा था? डी मतलब एल्फ क्या कर रहा था? टॉक टू वर्ल्ड में रेडविन मून।
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts
रेडविन मून।
caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a
मतलब मैं
rather
दारू पी के घूम रहा था, नहीं है वो।
disconcerting encounter.
जब हम
Although I hear
हॉक्समीड जा
your
रहे थे।
visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there?
हाँ हाँ देख
Watch
रहा
what
हूँ।
happens when that light changes from day to night.
ओह स्पीड टाइम।
We are fortunate to... Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around.
Also, Accio.
Someone, it seems, tries to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise? Revelio. Accio.
Terrifying creature. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience.
कोरिया मतलब ये कोरिया का है क्या?
Those
Gladwin
statues are
Moon।
demiguises.
मतलब
The
प्रोफेशन नहीं,
moons, I assume,
caretaker है
are
आप।
an uninspired. Some jackanapes
Hello,
use
Sparks
the
bro।
boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels
ये लॉक है,
responsible.
क्या करें?
It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the
तुम्हारा
statues.
गेम ठीक हुआ क्या?
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First,
जो नया
your
गोरा था गेम में।
daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have
हाँ
seen
मतलब
how they affect
हो
me.
गया ना।
I'm
मतलब
at
क्या
my
चेंज
wit's
किया?
end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
हाँ मतलब इसका काम ये कैट करे हॉगवर्ट्स का, तो हमसे करवाना चाहता है क्योंकि इसको डर लगता है। वाह
I'd be glad to help you, Mr.
क्या
Moon.
रहे हो?
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked.
हाँ
However,
अलोह
will you
वाला
get
अब
in?
वो आई, मतलब लॉक तो वो
Alohomora.
खोलने वाली
That's how.
चल।
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster.
कितने
And
लोग
I
के
took
साथ?
advantage of it.
मीडियम की,
Oh,
हाई
everyone
की।
loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
अलोह तो सिखा दे। हाँ आया ना, क्योंकि इससे अब मैं लॉक खोल सकता हूँ। मीडियम कर, मैं भी अभी मीडियम में ही सेटिंग में। अल्लाह रुको, अल्लाह की तरह इतनी सारी वो पे ना आता है अल्लाह। ऐसी है अल्लाह और वाले आदमी ऐसे ही है। Coba lo que
Alohomora.
Allah Lord apa na? Oh. कैसे खोलूँ? थोड़ा मतलब कैसे कर इसको? बहुत करेक्ट ठीक है। कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा। अरे कैसे खोलूँ?
Alohomora.
हाँ, हो गया। मुझे कुछ ज्यादा
Well
समझ नहीं आया
done.
लेकिन मैंने कर दिया।
You're in. Remember, charm, so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
रास्ते के लिए
Revelio.
आज रोज है का कोई बंदा? हाँ, वहाँ पे है।
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd
प्रोफेसर
say.
वो वीजली
Is that
पकड़ लेना, लग जाएंगे
We're raising a generation.
सीधा सस्पेंड।
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
ओह, फिर से चालू है। मुझे सिर्फ घुमाते रहना है और ये देखना है कि मैं मतलब घूम रहा है कि नहीं करके। ये सारा जल्दी से बात नहीं क्या? गलती से भी पकड़ा गया ना, मैं खत्म।
Ranrock and Hyssop wouldn't be so combative if the ministry would allow them to have one. One of those siblings comes near me,
निकलो निकलो निकलो।
I suppose.
जितनी जल्दी निकला जा सके यहाँ से निकलो।
Rebellion. My marksman Professor Hector's class was superb. I don't think that's the best class of all.
कितना ऊपर जाना है? हॉस्पिटल में चलते हैं। आएगा। मैं कहाँ से शुरू होगा? हॉस्पिटल विंग से या फिर शुरू से होगा? शुरू देखना पड़ेगा। हाँ, एकदम स्टार्टिंग से ना हो तो अच्छी बात है। ले हो गया।
Accio. Repulsor.
हाँ चलो, हॉस्पिटल विंग से शुरू हुआ। मतलब वो मुझे बाथरूम में नहीं जाना, प्रीफिक्स से बाथरूम। इतना कुछ तो है।
Leviosa.
और बस एक रहता उसमें।
students in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacular?
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly
यहाँ पे
disappointed
प्रोफेसर
about
गार्लिक है।
being cancelled. Hufflepuff? Not Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that.
हाँ, वो पता है, काम करना है। अच्छा, हो गया चलो। हाँ हो गया, इजी था उसका। खास कुछ अबे साला
Let me go see.
आगे चलो आ गया बाहर ले आ
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this.
वैसे इस मून का करेगा क्या
Of
तू
course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd
Yo.
like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar.
मुझे फाइट
And I
करनी है
have
ये मुझे
something
मून
to
नहीं
offer
ढूंढना
in
भाई
exchange for your
मैं जा रहा हूँ तेरा
assistance.
टास्क नहीं करना मुझे
Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
ओके
I appreciate that.
चलो गोजो ब्रो
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
तेरी मिस्ट्री मैं क्यों सॉल्व करूँ तू खुद कर लेना क्या है अपना क्या प्रोफेसर फिक्स का कोई नहीं है क्या वर्ल्ड में अरे यार because we are the main character we are supposed to spoon feed every character हाँ वो तो है मतलब छोटा मोटा काम करने पड़ता है ये तो रोज है अगर छोटे मोटे टास्क ना हो ना
Taking
game
down
बहुत
that
छोटा
troll
होता
in
है
the village circle. Hello there. Nice to
Hello.
see you.
इस लड़की का
Hello,
आवाज
Miss
लड़की
Ryan.
जैसा नहीं है थोड़ा मतलब
I
भारी
wanted
नहीं
to
है
thank you again for
बहुत
your
मतलब
help with
heavy आवाज
Rookwood
है
and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Serona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
बहुत करने वाला
Yes, Lord
हाँ
God.
ना
He's
ऐसा
a
मतलब
friend.
सेल्फ मिशन क्यों दे रहे हो फाइट वाला तो नहीं और वो
It
मून
seems
का
as
करेगा
though
क्या
you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial
मतलब ये
enough, but
पहले
we
यहाँ पे
weren't
स्टूडेंट
friends then.
और इसने
His
पूरी प्लेस
mistrust
खरीद
of
ली
wizard kind ran
मेहनत तो है
deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly.
वो
Which is more
छोड़ो
than I can say for
इसका
some of
आवाज
my
थोड़ा
own
भारी क्यों
classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins
हाँ
are like
अलोमर
Ranrock and
सिखाएगा
his
सीख लिया मैंने
loyalists.
अलोमर
Lodgok is as
अब
worried
खत्म
as the rest
उसका
of
टास्क
us
गया अब
about
खेल
what's
लेंगे
been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head.
हाँ
He's a trusted metal trader.
ये मतलब
You should mention
इनका
that
तो
we
होता ही है
spoke.
चोचला
He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you.
इनका मतलब
That said,
इनके गेम
if
में
you're
यही
looking
चाहिए
for
ना
information on
एलजीबीटी और
Ranrock
वो
to help
सब
rein him in,
एक एलजीबीटी का
We'll find an
कैरेक्टर
ally in
चाहिए एक
Lodgok.
चाहिए ब्लैक और इनका गेम मतलब अच्छा
Thank
नहीं
you,
बनेगा
Serona.
if you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what
ब्लैक
you've
में
done to make
फूकोंग
such
में ये सब
powerful
नहीं था
enemies.
मतलब तो उन्होंने
But
साला
please.
क्या घटिया रिविंग दी
Watch your back.
ब्लैक में फूकोंग मतलब वर्सिटैलिटी नहीं है ऐसा बोला पूरा था हाँ, उनका कल्चर हमें क्या थोड़ा अब तो साले हर मूवी टीवी शो सब में यही चलता है
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Og's Head. Any empty...
Hello, Lord Gok. Sorona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you
मैं
with
मुझे पता नहीं.
news?
No, actually,
I think
I
J.K. Rowling
wanted
ने
to
कुछ बोला
speak
था
with
नहीं.
you. It's about Ranrock.
फिर उसको हेट मिला था.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's
इसके फिर इसको
after.
हेट
I
मिला
am,
था.
and I need to know what he and his
कुछ
loyalists
उल्टा
are
वो
up
सीधा
to
बोला
so
था
I can stay a
एलजीबीटी के
step
लिए.
ahead.
Let's
उतना याद
say
है
I
मुझे.
did know. Why should I trust you?
रोना था उसमें.
Sorona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well,
Well,
if
Sirona.
Sirona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could
नहीं
help
इसके
us
लिए
both.
हॉगवर्ट्स
A way
लेगेसी
to
वो
get
मिला था
Ranrock to
बैकलैश.
confide his plans to me.
क्योंकि
I'm listening.
आई थिंक जेके
Years
रॉलिंग ने
ago,
पहले
a
एलजीबीटी कम्युनिटी के
heinous
लिए कुछ
witch
बोला था.
stole a
ट्विटर
sacred
पे ट्वीट किए
goblin
थे.
relic.
तो
Rumor
वहां से
has
हेट
it
निकला.
that it now rests in
और
her
जब ये गेम आया ना
sarcophagus, in a
तब गेम को
tomb
हेट मिला.
accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I,
ऐसे
as
गॉब्लिन
you
पे
will
भरोसा नहीं
not
करना चाहिए.
abscond with the relic, and
हैरी
you,
पॉटर की मूवी में
that
भी
I'll
धोखा
share
तो दिया
what
था
I
उसने.
learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and
ठीक है
meet me
मतलब
near
लालची
the
होते हैं.
witch's tomb.
अपना काम खत्म तो खत्म. हाँ कंडीशन. गॉब्लिन्स बहुत वो होते हैं हराम. मतलब सेल्फिश बहुत होते हैं मतलब. कहाँ पे जाना है? यहाँ पे जाना है. जाने का रास्ता वहाँ पे है. यहाँ से भले ही पैसा दे दो वो फिर भी इनकी है. क्या इनकी? तो चाह कैसे हो?
I'm ready.
चलो
Good.
घूमने चलेंगे क्या?
There's no time to lose.
ऐसे गॉब्लिन
What
और
precisely is the relic I'm to
हैरी पॉटर की
retrieve?
मूवी में गॉब्लिन के पास
Valuable
था
heirloom
मैजिक.
known as the helmet of
जो मतलब बैंक में
Erdgot.
काम करते थे उनके पास
The
था.
witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
हाँ
Wizard
वो
kind see things
ऑटोमेटिक जो है
differently.
ना टीम मतलब
So
चैट
wonder
वाला
goblins
बॉट
and
मेरा
wizards have ever been able to work together.
कभी कभी कर
The
देते हैं.
differences between our
वैसे करते
kinds
हैं.
are myriad.
They seem to be.
अभी तो नहीं हो रही.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
वैसे आपने खेल के रखा है ये गेम? इसका पार्ट 2 आने वाला है ना? यहाँ पे आना. तो अच्छा भाग रहे मतलब इतनी एज हो गई फिर भी भाग रहे. मतलब हड्डियों में अभी भी जान है. जाना कहाँ है? वहाँ पे. हाँ, चलिए. मुझे मोटा मोटा स्टोरी पता है. ठीक है. क्या रेटिंग देना चाहोगे गेम 10 में से?
Ah, and there it is, the witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
यहाँ पे फाइट होगा ना अब?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage.
वाह
Before
वॉन्ड
you
के लिए मेरे
set
पास
off,
वॉन्ड है मतलब
do you
एडवांटेज.
have any questions?
सामने अगर वो हुआ तो ट्रोल बोल कुछ.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
लेकिन
I
डरते
do
नहीं. चलो
hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here.
चलो मेरे पास ये है अभी. ये है अनफ्रिंगो है अभी. ये भी है डिफेंडो एक्सपेलियामस और ये बर्फ बनाने वाला ग्लासियस.
Waiting
चलो
your
रेडी.
turn. Please be careful.
चलो फाइट करते हैं. इसलिए नहीं खेलता मतलब
Lumos.
पर वैसे मुझे पता है यहाँ पे ट्रोल होगा।
It's sealed. Accio. Revelio. Lumos.
एक चीज भी कहाँ पे है, ये रही ना।
Accio. Moths. Curious.
ओ मतलब ये समझ गया। चलो मतलब ये लाइट के पीछे आती है तितली। बहुत सच।
Merlin's beard.
ह्यूमंस का मैजिक वीक होता है कंपेयर टू गॉब्लिन्स पर वन से मैजिक अपने। हाँ मतलब वो कंसंट्रेट करता है ना ह्यूमंस की मतलब मैजिकल पावर। मतलब एक टूल है वॉन्ड, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं कि उनको वॉन्ड के बिना भी कर सकते मैजिक, लेकिन ये कंसंट्रेट करता है एक जगह।
This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further.
अरे मैंने कंप्लीट कर दिया।
Lumos.
यहाँ पे मतलब वही होगा ना ट्रोल।
Defender. Confringo. Lumos.
तो कैसे खोलूँ मैं?
Perhaps a spell would help open
ओह
this
ये
door.
वाला।
Lumos.
आजा तो इस स्पेल बनाने के काम आए। वो हीलिंग स्पेल मतलब पोशन। नेटी बोल रही थी अंडरग्राउंड वननेस मैजिक सिखा दो ऐसा।
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
आलम तो कैसे होगा। लियो आ गए ज़ॉम्बी।
Defender. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
रुको इन ज़ॉम्बी को साला आग से डैमेज होगा तो ये करते हैं। चल
Incendio. Accio. Potato. Stay back. Accio. Incendio.
लेवल से ज़्यादा है रे। 17 लेवल मेरा 16 है।
Incendio. Confringo.
इनको नॉर्मल स्पेल से कुछ होगा ही नहीं, आग वाला ही लगता है इनको।
Accio. Incendio.
खत्म। ट्रेलर में बढ़िया लग रहा था ये। इन्फर इन्फर मतलब इन्फर क्या क्या ट्रेलर देखा था।
Confringo. Lumos.
मतलब पहले तीसरी तितली कहीं पे होगी क्या पता।
Protego. Lumos.
कभी कभी क्या है गलत उलझ जाती है।
Revelio.
ओ यहाँ पे है ना करने भूल जाता है ना ऐसी करो।
Accio.
तो ऊपर कैसे जाऊँ?
If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Incendio.
ओ इन्फॉर्म मतलब क्या स्केलेटन जाऊँ। हाँ वो तो कुछ खास नहीं।
Accio.
ये यहाँ पे क्या करूँ? जाने का रास्ता जाना तो पर लेकिन जाओगे
This has a moth imprinted on it. Same as the door.
ऐसा नहीं आने। क्या करूँ? सोचो।
Revelio.
पीछे जाओगे?
Expelliarmus.
Confringo.
40-50 का क्या करूँगा मैं? जाना तो उधर ही है।
Revelio.
अब बताओ यहाँ पे भी क्या सोचो कहाँ पे होगा?
Confringo.
क्या करना होगा रे यहाँ पे?
Descendo.
I see. This is supposed to spin. But how?
करूँ यहाँ पे तो ऑब्जेक्ट भी नहीं है ना जो भी टॉस होते सोच के देखते हैं
Depulso.
ना
Revelio. Accio.
ऐसा कुछ तो होगा कुछ तो होगा रे नहीं यहाँ पे तो तितली थी ना ओह रुक समझे
Lumos.
अरे इधर आ समझ गया
Protego. Lumos.
आ गई अरे तितली यहाँ पे आई तो सही लेकिन क्या करूँ अब
Lumos. Descendo.
अब क्या
Lumos.
लिया यहाँ पे आ।
Confringo.
ना
Lumos.
तो क्या करूँ
Accio. I know. Depulso should set this spinning.
रिपल्सर किधर है रिपल्सर किधर है ऐसे मुझे सिर्फ सही स्पेल्स का यूज करना था। आधा
Lumos.
अच्छा वो मेरे पास रिपल्सिव स्पेल था वरना खत्म है। चल हो गया। थोड़ा सा दिमाग, इतना भी नहीं। कहाँ पे जाना? वहाँ ऊपर कुछ है क्या? टेस्ट है।
Accio.
ओह छोड़। रिपेयर करना है, रिपेयर वाला किधर?
Reparo. Accio. I need to get that platform closer. But how? Accio. Reparo. Accio. Revelio.
भाई यहाँ पे क्या है? हाँ, इसके लिए मैं यहाँ पे आया, एक छोटी सी टोपी के लिए। मतलब नहीं था यहाँ पे आना, टाइम वेस्ट है। छोटी सी यहाँ से आया था ना मैं। हाँ यहाँ से आया था। नहीं ये तो खोला आ गया।
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. It's sealed shut. Accio.
मेरे पास 14 पोर्शन है, 14। हीलिंग की तो कमी नहीं है। आया यहाँ पे रास्ता बंद है।
Confringo.
यहाँ पे रास्ता बंद है, अब कहाँ पे जाऊँ?
Down I go. No other way.
चलो भाई नीचे कूद।
Oh!
हाँ तुम्हारा अभी चालू नहीं वापस।
Accio.
तुमको जब तक साला मैं जलाऊं ना तब तक डैमेज नहीं होता।
Accio. Incendio. Stupid. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Stupid. Incendio. Potato.
अबे
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Potato. Accio. Incendio.
खत्म। वाह और आ रहे। अबे कितने हो?
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio.
इनको साला पहले जलाना पड़ता है फिर डैमेज होता है। और जलाने वाली स्पेल मेरे पास सिर्फ 2 ही है। कलेक्ट करो। चलो
Lumos. Depulso.
साथ में यहाँ से भी दिखता हूँ। ना 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 बेटा।
Revelio. Depulso.
अरे जल्दी जाना पड़ेगा।
This looks even more complex.
अबे हो कितना कूद नहीं सकता तू? अरे काहे का मेन कैरेक्टर? अरे हाथ लगा के चढ़ ना। जी बे हट। बहुत घटिया कैरेक्टर है।
Lumos.
मेरा मेन कैरेक्टर
Depulso.
चढ़ पे चढ़।
Lumos.
हाँ तुम दोनों ही आ गए नहीं?
Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
जैसे यार मैं लूमस छोड़ता हूँ उधर चल जाता। हाँ अलग अलग।
Depulso. Lumos.
तीसरी किधर गई? वाह अरे
Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
मतलब जैसे ही लूमस छोड़ता हूँ उधर चले जाते हैं। दूसरी वाली किधर गई? are in our समझ गया क्या समझ गया
Depulso.
Hogwarts.
Lumos.
आजा बेटा वो 30वीं को कैसे लेके आऊं
Depulso. Lumos.
उसको भी ना तो घूमे ना
Depulso.
ना ना पॉसिबल ही नहीं
Lumos.
लग वापस
Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Reparo. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it.
अरे वो तो कर लूंगा लेकिन इसको कैसे लाऊंगा
Depulso. Lumos. Accio. Reparo. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
नहीं 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 कुछ तो होगा
I need to bring moths to the door.
wait a minute wait a minute
Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Lumos. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Lumos.
तो ठीक है, ये रास्ता यहाँ जाता है, वहाँ से हम आए तो ये वाला एरिया बाकी है खोलना।
Capulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Capulso. Lumos.
Ya berikutnya एक और तितली कहाँ से लाऊं?
Depulso. Lumos.
साला ये रहा ना। दिमाग का दही किया।
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her... A dead... Better show this to Lodgok. I know there's a mechanism to open this door.
बाहर निकलना है क्या? अरे, तो बाहर निकल गया, हेलमेट नहीं लगा था क्या? ले, गॉब्लिन।
Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
अकेला काफी था।
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Reparo.
जो वैसे कैसे?
Made a grave mistake.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. There they are. The Ashwinders.
ओ, ये है मेरे पास कॉन्फिग को ये ग्लासेस इसके ऊपर काम आएगा।
Denied from me, did ya? Expulsion. I'm sure it'd be harder to kill a moon. Expulsion.
Confringo.
Expulsion.
Glacis. Expelliarmus. Protego.
Expulsion. Now to finish the job.
Defendo. Confringo. Glacis.
Expulsion.
Protego. Stupid.
Expulsion.
Confringo.
Conductive, aren't we? Expulsion.
Protego.
Expulsion.
मैं कूद क्यों रहा हूँ मैं?
Expulsion.
Stupid.
What are you expulsion?
Revenge. Defendo.
Look what you've done. Expulsion.
Protego. Stupid. Glacius. Confringo. Revelio.
गलत गलत बटन बता रहा था। Recover the helmet from the trees.
Revelio.
हेलमेट कहाँ पे है? हेलमेट
That's it.
This is for Rookwood! I'll watch the light go out of your eye. Reductor!
Places.
Tango!
Defender.
I know your kind. You weaken.
Places. Confringo.
अबे ज़ॉम्बी क्यों आया?
Revelio.
Barely a scratch.
अबे
Expelliarmus.
ज़ॉम्बी तेरी माँ।
Reductor!
Confringo.
Let the rest secure! Better luck next time. Amateur!
साला रुक। साला ज़ॉम्बी क्यों आ रहा था बीच में?
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
आ जा रे, चल अंकल लेके आया मैं।
I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Let's find
Well
out.
done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile. Remarkable.
मुझे इस बुड्ढे पे भरोसा नहीं हो रहा।
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service.
तो लालची लग रहा है रे
by
बुड्ढा।
recovering it. I know many a goblin
बुड्ढा
who
हो
would
गया
have
लेकिन
killed
लालच नहीं गया
for it.
इसका।
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
पता ले लो मेरे। ये गॉब्लिन हरामी लग रहा है। हाँ लग तो मुझे भी रहा है। सच बोलो। रुको लेटर आया कुछ लेटर आया। Sebastian Solo. Talent. Enduring cost. सेबेस्टियन भाई कितना दूर बुला रहा है। हाँ सबके सब तो गॉब्लिन पे डालते थे। इतना याद रख।
Reparo.
Everyone in shudders when they see me coming, and rightfully so.
यहाँ पे पहले फास्ट वाला लोकल।
Reparo.
हमें 2 मेन क्वेस्ट पूरे किए, उसमें से सिर्फ एक ही में लड़ाई थी लड़ना। बाकी सब में तो कुछ नहीं। पहले फास्ट ऑन कर लूँगा, उसके बाद सबस्टिट्यूट के बाद जाता हूँ।
Oh, this day's gone on too long. How nice of you to stop by.
Try not to make this too easy for
तो मेरे पास टाइम नहीं, मैंने फास्ट ऑन अनलॉक कर लिया, मुझे सबस्टिट्यूट करता हूँ। सुबह हो जाएगी पहले।
You made
चलो
it.
सेबेस्टियन आ गया था।
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things.
Good
Feldcroft
job.
isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her.
इसकी
Anne
बहन
was
के साथ
always
कुछ
the
वो
most
गला
mischievous of the
खराब
three
हुआ।
of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and
इसकी
ominous.
बहन को किसी जाती
I'm
और वो अंधी हो
hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
चलो भाग भाग भाग।
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
enough follow.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Oh, pick I'm
sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian
हम
and I
मदद
met during
करेंगे
a rather lively duel
हम
in
हैं
Defense Against the Dark
मैं अपने
Arts.
दोस्त की मदद करूंगा
Oh,
रुको
dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother and me
ठीक है दे आ
in
रही है
line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle
सबको खत्म
fighting
करेगा
with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I
इसलिए
must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it.
मैं हूँ
Sebastian
मैं
cannot
करूंगा
take away my pain.
इस कर्ज को खत्म
Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
हम इसका कर्ज का क्योर ढूंढेंगे देखिए तो
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew.
लेकिन वो तो मदद कर रहा है ना इस एनी की
I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I'm sorry.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir.
वो भी
Sebastian
सकता है
is
ना
single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the
हम
goblins aren't
करेंगे डार्क
likely to
मैजिक का
explain themselves
हमारे पास है ना कितनी
anytime
मैजिक
soon.
हम एंशिएंट
Giving her
मैजिक
hope
मतलब डार्क
is
मैजिक को
cruel.
देख सकते हैं
The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian.
Sebastian
They are my stubborn brother's children.
के बच्चे नहीं है इसके
Especially
भाई के बच्चे हैं
Sebastian.
तो वो किधर
If
गए
you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Sebastian bro
Why
तेरे
would
लिए
you
बुरा लगा भाई
listen to me? She's my sister.
वो तो है
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her.
I think
He's
इसका
simply
बाप
given up.
वो होगा
Both
खराब
Anne and your uncle seem
तो इसके
genuinely
बाप की
convinced that
सजा
nothing
इसको
more can
मिली
be
इसकी
done for
बहन
her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
चलो ठीक देखते
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
वैसे मैं डार्क
They
मैजिक को
should
देख सकता हूँ
not be
मतलब एंशिएंट मैजिक को
underestimated.
तो वहाँ पे जाके क्या मुझे कुछ दिखे क्या बात
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate.
Revelio.
They've been digging.
Compulso. Revelio.
वहाँ पे हुआ था वैसे उसकी
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne.
ये
This way.
मल्टीप्लेयर होता है ना मजा आता दोस्तों के साथ हम लड़ते अब अच्छा मैं भाग थोड़ा ऐसे चल के काम नहीं आना
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Accio.
मेरे दोस्त को कैसे मारेगा बे तू? आना आना, झुंड बना के घूम रहे हो ना तुम। पता चल। ओ भाई तू भी आया ना।
You will suffer.
लॉल
One less human to worry about. Such arrogance.
ये कितने हैं? संख्या एक और पता।
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for.
इस बार तो
I
सेबेस्टियन
tried
भी
to
है साथ
warn
में।
you.
पहले तो अकेला था मैं।
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
बेचारे छोटी लड़की पे उठ गया।
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot
लेकिन
of
कौन
time
सा डार्क
here.
मैजिक ने उसको
And it's
हर्ट किया,
likely
उसके
they're
लिए डार्क
hiding
मैजिक
something.
सीखना ये थोड़ा वो है ना।
At Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
चलो।
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason.
Revelio.
They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the ministry isn't doing more.
ये ऐसी कुछ काम की नहीं है, आप के पड़े रहते होंगे।
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio. This well looks familiar. Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Professor रुको यहाँ पे वो बच्चा और बच्ची यहाँ पे वो मेमोरी में दिखा था प्रोफेसर
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor.
And her name is Isidora Morganach.
Was Isidora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch?
No.
And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers.
Yeah.
Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Lumos.
मुझे कुछ ठीक नहीं लग रहा अंदर जाने में.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Reparo. Seems these journal entries are from Isidora's travels. A journal entry of Isidora's. I should hold on to this. Lumos. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
देखो चलो 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 आई थिंक आगे एनिमीज होंगे हाँ बच के रहना पड़े बच के रहना रे पापा बच के रहना रे ओ
Why would the
सीधा
door lead us here? Sebastian, look.
सेबेस्टियन को थोड़ी दिखता है एंशिएंट मैजिक मुझे दिखता है ना मतलब मुझे मेन कैरेक्टर
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did.
अच्छा बनता है बस स्लिदरिन में रहने के बावजूद भी अच्छा
I'll be in touch. Till then.
In the shadow of Castle. बाकी कोई मेन क्वेस्ट क्या मेरे लिए The elf चलेगा Rick want to teach me how to use the nab कैसे मैजिकल दृष्टि का कहाँ पे लिख रहा है कहाँ पे सिखा ओ अब वो होगा मैजिकल क्रीचर्स को मैं वो कर सकता हूँ पकड़ सकता हूँ जिससे कि मैं अब उनको बेच भी सकता हूँ मैजिकल क्रीचर जैसे कर सकता हूँ रूम ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट लेगा रूम ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
Knapsack.
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
हम इसके अंदर बीच को कैद कर सकते
Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
चलो इसका हाथ पकड़ो
Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
सीधा टेलीपोर्ट करें.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect.
वो है ना एल्फ है.
Deke loves an outing.
एल्फ सीधे जा सकते हैं. सीधा टेलीपोर्ट. हाँ, इसमें मेरे कैरेक्टर सोता नहीं है क्या?
That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh, it was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
Okay.
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
You got one! Accio!
Everything's all right now.
Accio!
दो दिन और को पकड़ते रहते हैं. तीन चार को तो पकड़ लिया.
I'll look after you. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
We take it the jabberwock. यहाँ पे क्या? मेरे पास उड़ने वाली झाड़ू है. मतलब ब्रूम से चल रहा हूँ. बिल्कुल.
You up to now?
Rick boy, where are you, Rick boy? आ गया मैं Rick boy.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Levioso.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Wingardium Levioso. Wingardium Levioso.
Levioso!
आ गया एक।
Settle yourself. You mean no harm.
Accio. Levioso.
आ गया। सब दूसरी बात करें।
I'm not going to hurt. I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves.
कितने पकड़ने
They
अब मुझे?
live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
मैं 20 को पकड़ रहा हूँ यार। और तू तो साला चले जाता है ऐसे चूट की वजह से, मुझे आना पड़ता है। तू तो चूट की वजह में निकल लिया, मुझे भी ले जाना साथ। तो पहले फास्ट ट्रैवल होना पड़ेगा भाई। चल।
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large
Moon
tree with the
calves,
spiral
moon
pattern in
calves.
front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you
रात
might
होने का वेट
sometimes
करना
have to
पड़ेगा
wait
हमें,
until
मतलब ऐसा बोल रहा
nightfall
हूँ।
to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
यार खोल के एफ दबाने से होता है। डे टू नाइट, मतलब दिन से रात, रात से दिन का।
Levioso.
आ गया।
Accio.
Oh, no, you don't.
Levioso.
Everything's all right now.
तो देख के पास जाता हूँ। देखो इसको पकड़ लिया। एक भाई किधर है तुम?
I'll look after you.
Moon Cal.
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight.
Marvelous sight.
Deke supposes you're finished here. You'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
कौन सा रूम? Room of requirement. मैप खोलो। Hogwarts map. Secret room of requirement. चलो।
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide.
क्योंकि रूम ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट यहाँ पे मैं जो सोचूंगा वो हो जाए, जो भी।
What exactly did you think of?
Over.
You've done it!
Done it.
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to
अंदर जाके
find
पता चले
out.
क्या है अंदर.
Meet
वो
you
मतलब ये
inside
पॉकेट
when you're
डायमेंशन बना
ready.
दिया इसको. यूज के लिए अलग. वाह. पूरी की पूरी दुनिया बना दी इसने. मेरे मेन कैरेक्टर ने मतलब.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see the new home.
ग्राफिक्स तो है. पैसा है रे.
Oh,
ट्रैकों का घोड़े जैसा भी है.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Madam
Any
Peck at
beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well.
मैजिकल मटेरियल
I shall
मिलेगा.
let you know when I have some.
Alex governing further.
Lumos.
मैं इसका फदर कैसे इकट्ठा करूं? इसका फर अब मिलेगा क्या मुझे इसका फर? ओ फर मिलेगा. तू किधर है भाई? ले खाना ले. खाना खा ले. भूखा होगा ना. ब्रश करो. ये पंख साफ कर दो. कलेक्ट मून क्लॉक फर. मून क्लॉक किधर है? ये रहा ना मून क्लॉक. अरे ब्रो कैसा है? कितना मासूम दिख रहा है. बड़ी बड़ी आंखें. बहुत ज्यादा मासूम लग रहा. मून क्लॉक. मून क्लॉक ऐसा ना मतलब हो रहे पैट मेरा. चलो ठीक भाई. लेके आया मैं मत छुओ. अब क्या करना है?
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing.
ओ मतलब मैं अपने क्लॉथ में
in a
मतलब
variety of ways.
उसमें वो
Why
लगा
don't
सकता हूँ
you try
एन्चेंटमेंट.
it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
नहीं वो सोचो ना इन्होंने पूरा वो बना दिया है. पूरा वर्ल्ड रूम ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट पे.
Revelio.
तो मुझे वो बनाना पड़ेगा। Enhance bloom. क्या अपडेट करूँ देखने तो पहले ये इस ब्लॉक को करता हूँ ब्लैक रेजर किसान
That came out nicely. I should show Deke.
क्लिक कर लिया मैंने Enhance loom.
I use the enchanted loom, Deke.
Enchanted loom.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You
Yes,
will,
yes.
by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you, Dick.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
The elf, the knapsack, and the loom. मेरा 18 लेवल नहीं हुआ क्या 18 अब कौन सा वो मेरा मिशन है देखने दो हेलो मोर रिवॉर्ड द मून बिहाइंड द मून चले नहीं करना मुझे तो तेरा तो करूँगी ना Call to Adeline Oaks reward appearance and if you need to upper hawk to clear दोनों के बाद तो हाथ होगा द एस्ट्रोनॉमी क्लास आज हम करेंगे सिर्फ मेन टेस्ट चलो एस्ट्रोनॉमी क्लास हम सिर्फ आज हम सिर्फ और सिर्फ फोकस करेंगे मेन स्टोरी मैं सारी क्वेस्ट अभी के लिए होल्ड पे रख रहा हूँ तो बाद में होते रहेंगे पहले मेन स्टोरी करते हैं astronomy class.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose.
Adelia Oak.
Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies.
Professor Shah.
Professor
Astronomy
Shah.
is not
ये इंडिया की कैरेक्टर है क्या? देखो ना इंडिया की साड़ी पहनी है इसकी।
on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote
इंडियन
yourself
कैरेक्टर
to
है,
persistent
प्रोफेसर
and
शाह नाम है ना,
painstaking observation,
साड़ी
you
पहनी है
just
इसकी।
might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
इंडियन कैरेक्टर हैरी पॉटर में, मतलब हॉगवर्ट्स का कैसे? हैरी पॉटर में भी था मतलब इंडियन कैरेक्टर।
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
ये भी इंडियन है।
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
ये बिजली को वो लग रही है।
Didn't stop the great stargazers of the past.
अरे बिजली थोड़ा मार दे,
Look
मार।
only to the astronomy tables there.
टीचर को भी ठंड लग रही है, साला इधर लड़कियां तुझे अकले लग रही है।
They gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
सबकी कुछ बोल रही है।
Dismiss.
Hey, that's me.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm
Amit.
something of an
ये भी इंडिया का
astronomer.
कैरेक्टर मतलब
Hello,
इंडियन
Amit.
कैरेक्टर।
It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
Thank you. How kind.
That's very kind of you, Amit.
हाँ, दोस्तों की मदद लेनी चाहिए।
I'm certain. It's my old one.
Okay.
I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have.
नहीं
It's
सुना
only
मैंने।
the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Fine. Telescoping. Storage area.
This was his old telescope. Looks practical.
A pristine night for stargazing.
अमित किधर जा रहा ब्रो? रुक भी जा। अमित क्या नाम है इसका? ठक्कर। ओ भाई, प्रॉपर इंडियन नेम है, प्रॉपर।
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
अमित
I have
ठक्कर
the
नाम है बे।
telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective
हम
stargazer
लोग
a
हेयरस्टाइल भी सेम है रे
third-rate
एकदम।
lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
Constellation मतलब वो तारों का वो नहीं होता समूह।
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
इसने मुझे अपना टेलीस्कोप दिया, चाहे पूरा ना हो, लेकिन दिया तो है, मतलब चलो मदद करते फिर।
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the
Lumos.
locations of the table. Marked by centaurs, for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
Yeah, पट्टू नहीं.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where is the table?
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
मैं नीचे क्यों उतर आया? मुझे ऊपर ही जाना है. बैठ.
Confringo. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more. And if I have ever seen...
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the... Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
ये क्यों आ रहा है? मैंने बस टेस्टिकल एंड एक्वायर यूज मैंड्रेक और मल्टीपल पहले मुझे वहाँ पे जाना बॉक्स मीट सामान बेचने के लिए बॉक्स मीट हाँ चलो acquire and use venomous testicle.
Revelio. Descendo. Revelio. Accio.
स्टॉक कहाँ थे इनके? इसके पास से मुझे सीड लेने पड़ेंगे और कैसे हो?
Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise.
मुझे बेचना है, ये बेचना है।
You've a good head for business, haven't you?
तो कैसे तुमने कही?
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
वेनमस टेस्टिकल क्या है? वेनमस टेस्टिकल acquire venomous testicle seeded dogwood and decap. dogwood and decap क्या है? मैं वो कहाँ से खरीदूँ? हाँ यहाँ पे जाना है बोल रहा मतलब मुझे सीड लेने पड़ेंगे यहाँ पे उड़ना मना है
Revelio. Accio.
You old foul goblin.
Revelio. Accio.
चलो इनके पास से कुछ बोल लेने हैं।
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as... Welcome to Dogweed and Death Cab. Oh, mind you don't know... Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand... Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't...
Now we're recording now. Yeah? Now we're recording.
What do you have for sale?
Such a wee bairn gain. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
Venomous tentacular seed.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
वो कहाँ पे पकता? वो ठीक है, यहाँ पे जाना है। ये बकरे हट।
Revelio. Accio.
Hello. Mind you don't...
Hello.
Oh, welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Derricles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry on those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers.
Sounds like...
Truer words never... Used to carry beasts themselves. Not my fault if the little ones... And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Now, why don't you ever... Always best to pop in when it...
Thank you, I will.
Yes,
What do you have for sale?
वो आ जाएंगे तो बेच सकता हूँ।
I don't mind
बेचो
sending
बेचो
things
बेचो
for
बेचो
certain
मीट को बेचो.
clients. You know where to find me.
Bye bye.
I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
एक मिनट रुकना बे, ग्लिच वाला था ये. बस. उसकी लोकेशन दिखा ही रहा है वो कैश में अनलॉक कर ही नहीं सकता आदमी. मेरे पास वो नहीं है गाड़ी हमने वो मतलब पैसे आ गए इनके पास.
I'll be with you in just a minute.
venomous tentacular seed.
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go for.
Map खोलो. अब जाओ अपने Hogwarts map. Secret room. Room of requirements. Room of requirements.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
Handbrake. जो बड़ा वाला. डेकोरेशन आइटम नहीं. यूटिलिटी. स्मॉल पॉट नहीं चाहिए, बड़ा वाला. थॉमसन स्टोन परचेस करना पड़ेगा मुझे. इसका मतलब ब्लूप्रिंट का परचेस करना पड़ेगा. सब कुछ परचेस करो. तो क्या से पहले थोड़े बीस्ट वो करता हूँ, पकड़ता हूँ और उनको फिर बेचता हूँ. वो तो पैसे मिलेंगे उनसे, फिर मुझे स्टोर्स खरीदने पड़ेंगे. तो रात का चल, क्योंकि रात को ही आता है वो बीस्ट. रात में क्या रे. आ गया. विंग गार्डियन नहीं हो सा.
Accio. Leviosa.
वो तो बाकी देख रहा हूँ.
Accio. Levioso.
रुका
Accio. Levioso.
ये 3 पकड़े 3 को अगर हम मल्टीप्लाई करें 120 से कितने होंगे?
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Settle yourself. I mean, you know. Revelio. Levioso.
तो 3 पकड़ लेना तो मेरे कितने 600 से 700 तो आ जाएंगे.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
अबे लेवियोसो भी जल्दी चार्ज नहीं हो रहा.
Everything's all right now. Defendo. Revelio. Protego. Stupid.
अबे स्पाइडर रुक इसको पहले पकड़ ले.
Accio. Levioso.
भाई रुक ना तू.
Defendo. Expelliarmus.
चल इधर क्या है अपना वो.
Cursed. Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
ये पकड़ ऐसे मैंने.
I'll look after you.
उनका
Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
जरा आस्था है. चलो अब इनको बेच के पैसा कमा के वो करते हैं. ब्लूप्रिंट ट्राई करेंगे.
I'm not going to hurt you.
चलो वापस वॉक यूज करें. हाँ भाई एक बिस्ट के मुझे 120 मिलेंगे गैलियन. तो कितने पकड़े मैंने? 5 पकड़े तो 5 के 120 600 रुपये उम्मीद है. अगर 5 होंगे तो 600.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
ये रास्ता नहीं है. यहाँ से ही जाना पड़ेगा.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
स्क्रोल वाले किधर है रे? हाँ पे चलो.
Revelio. Accio.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious
Shopping
mind
table.
like yours.
Ah, potting table with a large pot.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
अंकल तो महंगा बहुत बेचता है यार सामान। तो मजबूर है कि मेरा मिशन तेरा मतलब ये चीज खरीदे बिना होने क्या कर सकते हैं, मजबूरी। पहले मुझे विंगाडियम लिविस का स्पेल सीखना पड़ेगा। इसलिए मुझे चाहिए तेरा वो टेबल। अब tentacular. Mandrake. A magical plant that springs when underneath. Mandrake can be used to stun and harm enemies in a radius. Mandrake seed can be purchased at dogweed and that cap can be grown into pots of any size. Mandrake हो गया। अब ये बाकी है। दूसरे कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या मेरे? ये प्रोफेसर गार्लिक असाइनमेंट है, यही कर रहा हूँ अभी। Seek in the shadow of the bloodline. Brother keeper. चलो उतने में ये इसका सजेशन और टास्क कर देता हूँ। सजेशन लिवियोसा नहीं, सिर्फ लिवियोसा नहीं, मुझे करना होगा विंगार्डियम। ये बता मुझे सिर्फ एक चीज, what?
How nice to see you, my young. Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too
I mean,
risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Okay. Dark arts are dangerous.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous' family history is personal to him.
You can tell me.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us.
Ominous
learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Cruciatus. वो मतलब पीढ़ी तो मतलब किसी को टॉर्चर करने वाला कर्स।
The Cruciatus curse, also known as the torture curse, inflicts
ये बंदा क्रूशियाटो कर्स क्यों सीख रहा है? क्योंकि मतलब ये unforgivable कर्स।
had no qualms about
मतलब
casting
कर्स
on
आने
muggles
नहीं
for
चाहिए।
sport. Ominous described the sound of the victims' cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
तब ओमिनस जब छोटा था उसके ऊपर उसके माँ बाप ने क्रूसिएटो कर्स यूज किया।
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he is at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
खत्म क्या रास्ता? आई थिंक मुझे इसके पीछे जाना है क्या? पीछे जाना है कि नहीं? कुछ लिखा तो नहीं आ रहा। हाँ चला शेम ब्रो, क्या करना है तो बता तो सही। मिशन हो गया। हो गया हो आई थिंक मिशन। विंगार्डियम लीव से चाहिए मुझे ब्रदर की पास नीड टू बता वर्ल्ड मैप। चलो continue location are you already mounted and cannot discount on port back to Claria Beaumont.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Badolf? What do you know of my brother?
I afraid he's dead.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No.
मैंने इसको भाई को मार दिया रे कब?
This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph, my dear, dear brother.
इसका भाई गया रे, इसका भाई आई थिंक ज़ॉम्बी बन गया और मैंने उसको मार दिया। वाओ, व्हाट अ ट्रेजिक स्टोरी। मैप खुला भाई, मुझे वो करना है हॉगवर्ट्स का मैप खोल। सीक्रेट रूम ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट। आई थिंक अब मेरे वो पौधे उग चुके होंगे। पौधे 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 कितना टाइम है रे भाई? अभी और 8 मिनट बाद। 9 ब्रेक इमेज का प्लान जस्ट ऑन एनिमी। ये मस्त है ना, 300 और थोड़ी कैश पूरा कर गया मैं। तो मुंह तेरा तो नहीं करने वाला। जाना कहाँ पे वैसे मुझे? बस I was able to beat Limenda record on her last broom trial. The information I gleaned from the trial will allow me to develop a new with the instance first. So return to Alba Weeks. Alba Weeks. Why Alba Weeks? World map. मैंने वे पॉइंट लगाया है कहाँ पे? जाना कहाँ पे है मुझे? तो पहले बाहर तो निकलूंगा। कहाँ पे जाना? एक बार बताओ तो सही। हाँ वहाँ पे कुछ है। क्या है क्या? क्या बता? जाके देखता हूँ। जाके ही पता चलेगा वहाँ पे क्या है, मतलब कौन सा क्रश करना है। अबे कहाँ पे बे? आई थिंक इस साइड जाना है मुझे। अबे 1500 जाना कहाँ है, एक बार बताओ तो सही। यहाँ पे तो नहीं है ना? वो यहाँ पे समझ गए थे, वहाँ पे जाना है मुझे।
Revelio. Accio.
उड़ने वाले पेजेस को पकड़ के 80 एचपी एक्टिव मिलती है। रुक रुक।
Revelio.
Charm grinder.
Accio. Revelio.
अबे तो ब्रूम स्टिक के पास आ गया।
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential.
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes.
अगर ज़्यादा स्पीड में जाता
I
हो तो
see.
इसकी वॉन्ड वो
I
हिलने
think
लगती है.
I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one. You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon.
Yeah.
Thank you again, truly. Thanks for stopping by.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team. Revelio.
उड़ने वाला पेज पकड़ना मुझे उड़ने वाला पेज कहाँ पे
Accio. Aloha Mora.
खोल दे लॉक.
Revelio.
इसमें लॉक तोड़ के आया तो अंदर क्या होगा? Sneak dueling glove. Sleek. वहाँ पे एक और पेज है.
Accio.
90 लेवल हो गया. ओ ये वाली चेस्ट मिल गई फिर से. वो कहाँ पे लिखा था? ये गया. वो लिखा था.
Revelio. Revelio.
लेवल 3 वाले वो चाहिए लॉक. अब तो मैं जा सकता हूँ ना आप. मेरा वो हो चुका है यार. ये 44 पे है. Strike an enemy frozen by glacier, blast damage spread out of the target. ठीक है. Bamboda और explosive blast से message. Displays something का impact reduce. अब खोलो. अब मैं वहाँ पे जाता. मेरे वो पेड़ बड़े हो गए होंगे. Secret room of requirement. चल. हो गया क्या? कितना टाइम बाकी है बस? 3 मिनट अभी भी. मैंड्रेक. वो आई थिंक मैंने फिर से मैंड्रेक लगा इसलिए वो. वेट करना पड़ेगा 3 मिनट. It actually tenuous tentacula that when deployed shoot acid at nearby enemies. Venomous tentacula seed can be ये करने के बाद मैं जाऊंगा एनिमी कैंप पे हमला करने, जिससे कि मेरा वो मतलब असाइनमेंट पूरा हो। ग्राइंड करना ही पड़ेगा ना, पहले पोशन बनाओ, पोशन बना के फिर लड़ने जाओ, ऐसे नहीं कि डायरेक्ट लड़ने जाओ ना। सब है, सिंगो है, डिफेंडो है, एक्सपेलियामस, और ये ग्लासेस। ग्लासेस नहीं रख, ग्लासेस नहीं रखना है अपने को, हमें रखना है हाँ ना एक अच्छा वाला। आई थिंक ये वाला रखा है मैंने रखा। कितना टाइम है यार, हाँ जल्दी कर। वर्ल्ड में कैंप, a camp where a small number of bandits reside। यहाँ पे जाना है मुझे, इनको हराना है, गंदी मौत मारना है। स्पेल्स लेके जाना है मुझे। हो जा भाई, या हो जा यार जल्दी। हाँ, आने पे क्या था, रुको इतने ये हो जाए। चलो आ गया पानी के पास। बस कुछ हो गया। प्रोग्रेस तो मैंने किया बहुत सारा। किया प्रोग्रेस। अब तो लोग फाइट करने जाते हैं। और 11 में स्पेल पोशन बना बना के यहाँ तो ये रहा ना कैंपेन में।
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
मैं यहाँ पे आज तो
Suppose it's worth a look.
मैंने नमस्ते
Is that the best you can do? Oh, what's the light on?
Potato! Expulsum!
पापा देखो कौन सा है।
Assignment's all finished.
I won't.
Let's play Predator and Prey, shall we?
Protego! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
You'll have to fight him. No one takes one of my own and lives the hell of it. Potato!
अबे मैंने प्रोटा को क्या कुछ हुआ नहीं।
Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender!
My bite.
Confringo! Defender! Glacier! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius!
खत्म। चलो असाइनमेंट खत्म है। तो हम अब स्कूल में जाके क्वेस्ट देखते किधर है। विंग गार्डन यूज अटेंड हार्बोलॉजी क्लास अटेंड करेंगे तो विंग गार्डन यूज आ जाएगा। Hogwarts में। ग्रीन हाउस में जाके हार्बोलॉजी क्लास अटेंड करने है। फिर अपना खत्म मिशन आज। मैडम गार्लिक नहीं प्रोफेसर गार्लिक बहुत मतलब खतरनाक हुआ है।
How wonderful to see you again.
रिटर्न टू प्रोफेसर गार्लिक। हाँ बात करने मैम।
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
हाँ चलो।
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso,
So
so
you
you
should,
should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires
Wingardium
a
Leviosa,
bit of
जो
concentration
रॉन विजली से
and a
नहीं हुआ
nice, graceful
हरमाइनी ने
wand
किया कर लिया।
movement. Let's see you try
First
your
part
hand at it. When executed
Wingardium Leviosa,
correctly,
मतलब इसका
you
अपग्रेड।
should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Wingardium Leviosa. Upgrade मतलब Leviosa का upgrade. Finish and unlock. Oh. समझ गया. ठीक है.
Well done!
Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa किधर है? Wingardium Leviosa. Popular sorry at the kind of name. तेरा ना Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
आ गया चलो. हाँ चलो फिर आज के लिए हमने बहुत खेला. तो चलो आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. हमने 3 मेन कैस्ट की. मेन स्टोरी में थोड़ा प्रोग्रेस किया और आई थिंक 3 ने वो स्पेल सीखी. चलो फिर आज के लिए इतना ही. बाय. कल फिर से मिलते हैं. बाय सबको. सायोनारा.